What up, y'all? It's Rick. Hope y'all been doing good. So today we're gonna make smothered shrimp in our Smother Everything edition. This is something I ate growing up. We would catch our own shrimp, come back, peel them. Dad, that's what he would cook oftentimes. Something I love. Loved eating then, I love eating now, and I always cook it, and I always make a big, decent batch of it, and I keep some in the freezer. Busy day, pull a little bit out, have some rice, dinner's done, everybody's happy, as in me. So, beautiful Louisiana Gulf shrimp, shitload of onions, as in any kind of smothering, you need a shitload of onions. Garlic, again, I don't like chopping garlic. A little bit of butter. Liam Perrin's Crystal. Big bucket of salt. Black pepper, cayenne pepper. And then I also have probably about, 3 tablespoons of oil in my saucepan, heating up as we speak. And look, this is easy. This is easy. Any kind of smothered anything is easy and it's so good. And I couldn't recommend doing this. Shrimp, maybe a little expensive, but smothering anything is relatively cheap. It's minimal ingredients, and it's definitely going to make everybody happy. That's like a rice and gravy, masterpiece. And it doesn't take all day. You can do it on a school night. Commercial break. All right, y'all. Got my Earl heating up, looking good. Beautiful Gulf shrimp. And so I just tried to dry those off with a paper towel as best I could. If you put water in the oil, you're gonna make a fucking mess, and you don't want to do that. I mean, trust me. All right, so we're gonna season this up. Salt, and a little smidge black pepper. Cayenne pepper, a little bit. Again, always go easy on the cayenne. That will light your ass up. All right, and then I'm just gonna mix. And I got my 3 tablespoons of olive oil, vegetable oil, heating up. I only use olive oil for like dressings and shit like that. I don't really cook with olive oil. I ain't fancy enough for all that. Alright. I think we're good. Shrimp going in. So essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little color on these hogs, and then we'll take them out. Shrimp don't take long to cook, and so we don't want to cook the shit out of them. We'll take them out, and then we'll work on cooking these onions down in garlic and butter, and it's going to be wonderful. And I don't need all of that. I'll probably just use half. So let's cut that dude right now. While we're thinking about it, half, maybe slightly more than half. I'll just put them there. I'll save that for another day. All right. Try to get them all flipped. And look, we're not cooking the shrimp. We're just going to par cook them. We're just going to cook them a little bit. And again, I ain't taking the poop out. I ain't got time for that. I'm busy. And plus, that's how I grew up eating them. We didn't take the poop out. That's not what we did. I mean, when you catch a bazillion pounds of shrimp, man, you got to take the head off them suckers. And you got the old folks sitting on ice chests plucking heads off of shrimp all day long. If you're from South Louisiana, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They put them in quart containers, fill them with water. So you take the head off. You're not peeling them all the way, but sometimes you would. Take the head off. Well, I guess you could either way. Anyway, that's like an all-day affair. They never let me help them when I was young. I don't know why. But I ain't mad about it because that's one thing I do not like doing is peeling shrimp. Alright, we rolling. We got our butter. And look, you got the gradu on the bottom. That's good. You want that. Flavor. Onions. Going in. And anytime you're doing something like this, if you feel like you got too many onions, cut one more. That's what I say. And I feel like I could probably do another onion in this bad boy. But this is what we got, and it's going to be great. No onions left behind. A little bit of garlic. Garlic is something also you want to go easy with. That should have light you up as well. Alright. So now look. So how easy has this been? I mean, come on. And it smells fucking great in here already. And I've barely even done anything. And it smells great. So now, at this point, I'm just going to cook these onions down. I'm going to slap the lid on them on like a medium heat. And then we're going to cook these, and they're going to take a little while. It's going to take, you know, maybe 30 minutes, something like that. You cook them as much as you want. You cook them as little as you want. It's still going to be great no matter what. So let's slap the lid on, and let's take a commercial break. Oh shit. All right, y'all, it's been about 26 minutes. We're looking good. We're just caramelized. So now we're gonna go in with the goodness. Shake that shit up. Hot sauce. A tablespoon and some change. And the same with the Worcestershire. I'm getting low on that. About to run out, Jack. Yes. Okay. Done with that. So here we're pretty much done. I'm just gonna stir this around. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to just let it, or at least a little bit, just to let it do its due. That Worcestershire and hot sauce combination is freaking amazing. And it smells so good in here. I mean, how easy is that? We're gonna add the shrimp, put the lid on it, and put it on low, and that's it. We're done. And then and look, I like to eat this with rice and white beans. I think I'm gonna have a piece of fried fish as well. So, this was always, you know, growing up, we always had white beans. White beans was everything. We didn't eat a whole lot of red beans. And if it was blue red beans, which I still love. And I've cooked so much white beans in restaurants on Mondays. Like, I wish I could quantify how many pounds of red beans that I've cooked on a Monday. I mean, it would be ridiculous. It would be tons, a bazillion tons. And so, ain't nothing wrong with Blue Runner. Blue Runner is great. And we're gonna make a video on that shit. And it's super easy. A lot of people are enjoying the pork and beans recipe. That's a canned recipe. It's the same shit. We're gonna do a Blue Runner recipe, and it's super easy, and it's cost efficient, time efficient. I mean, look, don't be offended by eating canned stuff. Canned stuff is good, and it don't take all day to cook it. And new stuff is cool. This is not new to me. Shrimp going in, and look, we got this liquid in there. Let's get it. We want the liquid. Okay. So now we're gonna mix this in. I think I'm gonna put a little splash of water, a tiny splash of water. Let's see. So this is what it's looking like now. It's looking good. But I want a little more liquid. A little water, like a cup. So 1 cup of water went in. And so now, I know it tastes good. It smells great. All right, lid going on. Commercial break. Where's the camera actually at? Let me figure this out. Commercial break. No, you need the big one. Commercial break. You never figure it out. You're a dummy. All right, y'all. Let's see what we're working with. Smells fucking great. I can't tell you enough of how good it smells in here. And that's it. I let the onions go for about 25 minutes covered, and I got the shrimp on low. I added like a cup and a half of water just to get a little more gravy, and then it's on low, super low, the lowest it can go. I mean that's from the bayou to the max. Like, that tastes good, but why is a big bucket of salt always looming? Because we under seasoned to start. So, a little bit, like a half a teaspoon. And I know I don't give you measurements, but perhaps one day I'll make some recipes for this stuff, but everything I've made to this point is just stuff that I make all the time. I don't need recipes to make these things. I don't need recipes to make Cajun cuisine, bayou cuisine. I mean, I make it all the time. It's in my blood, it's in my heritage. Can't let my ancestors down, and I won't. That's beautiful. All right, y'all. There it is. Wonderful. Smothered shrimp. I got a piece of catfish, fried catfish under there. Tater salad, roll. I mean, come on now. What more could you want? That's gonna do it for this one. Catch y'all in the next one. Later.